So our campaign slogan is Magnify, and the verse we chose for our campaign is from Psalm chapter 34, verse 3. Oh, magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his name together. And that verse, really speaks to the sacred space that we have here at Trinity and how we do use this space to magnify his name. And we exalt his name together when we're worshiping together. And that doesn't necessarily mean together in person. If we're worshiping online, we're worshiping God together. And so this campaign really speaks to our worship space and that we are stewards of this space. We're stewards of the talents, the money that he gives to us to use wisely. As far as the timeline for this campaign, we're going to start in October, and it'll be a 15-month campaign, so it'll end December of 2023. And really, we're going to start with Commitment Sunday on October 23rd, and that's where people will bring in their commitment cards. And then we'll follow that up the following Sunday with First Fruits Sunday, which is when people will give their first offerings towards the campaign. The goal of the campaign for the 15 months is to raise $750,000. That was the goal that was committed to, by the congregation back in November of 2021.
Hi, I'm Melinda Grady, and this is my husband, Tim Grady, and we've been members of Trinity for about 12 to 15 years, somewhere around there. And we found that the sanctuary has been a very important part of our worship experience. We've always enjoyed looking at the stained glass windows and the cross behind the altar and found it very restorative and refreshing. But we notice as time goes on, it needs a little bit of an update. Tim and I worship both in person and online as we have a ranch out in the country. And we know that sanctuary is a very important part of the worship experience, and exactly what we need to see is something fresh and renewed and restored to better and improve our worship experience and to invite other people into the congregation.
Trinity has really magnified my faith in through being involved with the youth ministry over this last summer. Getting to participate in the National Youth Gathering was really a great opportunity for me, and then also getting to be a part of the renovation committee as well, and getting to use some of the talents that God has blessed us with, and being able to return that to the church it feels great to be able to do that. Yes, it is definitely worth the investment, and I think the return on that investment is bringing new members into the church. Having the existing members, it magnifying their experience in the space and their worship, I think is a great return on investment.
I was surprised how welcoming people were. I mean, I remember we had a 4th of July concert here for the chorale in 2015, and we had a little meal afterwards. And I was about to leave, and I heard someone say, "Hi, Anthony." And I'm looking around and say, "Who's that?" It was the pastor's wife. I mean, she remembered who I was, and I hadn't been there that long. And that really made an impression on me. I mean, when people remember you, and I'm not a long-time member at all. I'm just a new guy on the scene. And as far as this place goes, the way they have the church set up, the sanctuary set up, they set it to where they put you in a frame of mind of worship. As you see on the windows, they have pictures of all the apostles, including Paul. In the back behind me, you see behind me an Alpha and Omega. So those things, when you walk in, at least to me, set the tone of why you're here. You're here to worship.
And so as we go through the stages of this campaign and into the other stages of the campaigns, I think our church will come together because we're building for the future. We're building for the next generations of how we can worship together, whether it's in person or online, how we're going to grow together and grow in our faith, and how we're going to live out that faith, connecting with each other and building on that. And all of that will be evident through the campaigns.